Hi there! Good day and welcome home to Blenholme for episode 28 of our Cities Skylines build. Let's start today off somewhere we haven't worked on in a while, over here at the campus area. We're gonna incorporate some European high density, so we have some extra student housing. Even though it doesn't count as student housing, it will look like it is. And while talking about the campus, it just finished its year, and it will probably get some extra students out of this. So let's first draw this bicycle road in, then connect some dirt paths through, and go to our smallest zoning tool and draw in a little district. We're not gonna make it its own actual neighborhood, but it will need to be just that little bit of its own neighborhood anyway, because we need European zoning, and we're gonna use some high density to create this little neighborhood. I think 3x2s will be perfect for this, and I'm looking for these, I think. So let's pause the game for a bit, because we would otherwise need to supply water first and stuff. Probably is provided anyway, but let's see how many pathways we're getting. Only one? Then it's probably proper to remove this one and have it near the end of the dirt road over there. And then we're gonna repeat this on the other side. Just some really packed in European high density houses for students to live in. Or that's the theme we're going for anyway. It won't actually be university students probably, but it's good enough for me if it suits the aesthetic. University path through, so we have it in theme with the rest of the area. And let's play the game again. I think we have water and stuff provided. Yeah, this is quite alright. So now I think I want to extend this street up the hill, because it's not that steep over here. Connect it in here and then continue the bike path along here and make another exit so we can get up here with the bicycle. So let's do that, right? Let's pause the game again. We're gonna destroy 2 houses. We're gonna check our terraforming a little before we start doing this. We can extend our slope a little. So we're going for this as our endpoint. This is the most acceptable grade we can come up with. And then let's just turn off our snapping for a bit and slightly bend it up the road so it can enter in here in an orderly fashion. And I do think we need to de-zone those houses over there. They're not gonna work for us anymore. Not the right lot size. A bit too much of living on a hillside. On the slope. We're not gonna... Although maybe if I add a fence along here, we can actually zone one more house. No, we can't. This square wouldn't extend. No, okay, we're leaving it like this and we're playing the game again. Yeah, this will start to look a bit better, or at least function a bit better. Maybe we can do some commercial in here actually. And this one just one deep. I think that'll complete the area a little better. Yeah, now let's see about this corner over here, because we've got to enter this into the road as well. We have not that much height difference to work with, so this should do. And then it's gonna just continue like this. Although, yeah, this is alright. And this is even better. Now a cycling path along here. We might actually have to extend the flat surface over here a little. I do want it on this side of the road. And then we're gonna just gently curve it along here. And people riding their bicycles will then have to cross this 4-lane at that junction. And we'll place a few trees along here as well, because we need some holes filled up. And it will look better as well. Yeah, this is great. And maybe let's incorporate this into the university. Just abbreviate it. Yep, perfect. I think it always would be a nice thing to connect this up to the rest of the university, because now it's kind of a standalone thing on a side road. Not quite the vibe we're going for. So let's first extend our flat shelf over here in the upper terrain area, just to give us some extra space to work with after we build our slope. And our slope is probably gonna end somewhere around here, so we'll need extra space up until here. Now let's choose a location to end it. I think this would be nice. Maybe let's extend it a little further actually. I think I need to draw out the bottom a bit further, so we don't get a gnarly start to our slope. And another misclick, of course. It's me after all. And let's go. Slope. Yeah, that's a proper slope. We can work with that. Let's turn on our angle snapping again. And get this road up here. Maybe start with a little curve and then go somewhat straighter. Until around here, and then connecting into the road over here, into the one-way system. Will be nice. And then another bicycle path alongside this tram track. And let's try not to connect it in here. I think there's a sweet spot, but yeah. Yeah, we found the sweet spot. Now it's all tarmac between the tram stop and the pathway as well, which is quite nice. Pedestrians will have to cross the cycling path, but they don't seem to mind. So perfect. That's a great connection added to the area. Maybe let's also draw a university path down here. What's the slope we're working with? It's alright. We can draw a path down that without any terraforming. Yeah, let's pick this corner. And it seems we're gonna have to start in that direction. And then we're just going down there. I do not like the end of that. So let's have another go. Yeah, that's a bit better. Now this build is a bit more integrated into our university. Now let's add a bit of a post office and a small shop over here, I think. Oh hey, there's still a traffic light over here. Away with that eyesore. We don't need that over here. We don't want that over here. We're not gonna have that over there. So let's orient this like a proper corner building, even though it unloads onto an arterial road. I don't think I really mind over here. That'll go do its thing. Now let's go for some low density commercial. And let's go for a 2x2. I think I want this one over here. Bit of zoning. Yeah, that seems like it belongs in a university. And another house turned into a home. Absolutely beautiful. We're slowly getting there. emphasizing slowly, because it's a lot of gardens and I don't want to do them hours on end, so we're going back here and creating a few more houses. Let's first start with a parking lot border road. Let's make it straight and take road length snapping as well. And of course we're gonna have to change its direction. I keep getting that wrong, but well, it doesn't matter that much, I guess. A few clicks extra. A few parking lots extra. And let's go back to our parking lot drive road. Take road guidelines as well. Turn off anarchy. We don't need that anymore. And we're just gonna connect it in here. So now we've left this space open and we can place a few 2x1, 1x2s in there. Won't be a lot of housing, but at least some. With some extra space for decoration and some greenery, which is always something I like to have. Filling out something that could have turned into a quite awkward corner. Now let's draw this one in as close as possible, so it connects nicely. And get some smaller trees in here. That's pretty nice for that side. Then a larger one either corner. And maybe a brush row alongside the street over here. Just bordering it off a little and adding just that little bit of privacy to this sort of back entrance area. Now, last episode I totally forgot to extend my cycling infrastructure through the leisure area. I just ended my cycling road here and left it at that. That doesn't seem proper to me. And we do have some crosswalks over here. And a cycling road on the other side. So let's convert this into cycling road. And then extend a cycling path through the green space behind our zoning tiles. Or actually, let's make a different area of this green space into our usable zoning tiles. That seems like a more solid plan to me. And let's end it over here, connecting right to our other facilities. And on the other end also. I think that's a lot better. And while we're here we could probably add some more things to the area as well. Let's maybe put a fence between those two pathway endings. I'm thinking amusement park fence. And up until here should do fine, since this is the farthest that it'll let me draw it. And then let's get in some leisure assets, some 2x2s I think. Like one of these on the corner. One of these next to it. Nah, that doesn't suit the area right. Maybe just one of these next to it. Let's see how it looks from the front. Yeah, that's alright. And then a 3x2 next to that. Let's try a bowling alley. Yeah. That'll also take care of some of our commercial demand, which we had quite a bit of at the moment. And pull this area together a little more in the process. Our students will be overjoyed, I think, to have another place to go to. And I'm thinking of putting another cafe in here as well. So let's go to our park assets. Let's see, this one's our park cafe, right? Yes. Yeah, that's quite alright. Maybe some flower beds next to it. A bit of a garden behind it. Let's get that taken care of immediately. I think this is the right place to start our line of flower beds. Right up until here. Going a bit into the asset is not a problem to me. It looks nice, and why wouldn't they put the flower bed on the surface of that right for a little bit? Maybe let's go for a few of these palms. And some benches. This kind. And a few of the bins from this asset collection. And maybe a street lamp as well. And let's take care of this bit of dead space right away as well. I mean, while we're here. It should be a good looking theme park anyway, or fairground. Colorful, pretty green. And a bird feeder fountain just to finish it off. Maybe even one of these benches next to it. Yeah, this'll be a good lively place once we figure out what to do with the rest of the area. Now back to housing people. I think we should extend this parking lot to the other side of this building for a bit as well. So let's first convert this into a fill road. We'll need energy for that, I guess. And let's just keep it on, we'll need it later on anyway. So let's get our road length snapping in as well. And just draw out this little square over here. Fill it up with some parking lots. Nothing special over here. And then a parking lot drive road down this side of the building. And then we're going for some 2x2s. In this menu, not the other one. And we're gonna be facing this way with the stairwells on the inside. Again, kinda like one facility. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Of course, we're having some grief with the roads again. Probably because I used the wrong type. Yeah, that looks alright. Did I take a tree into the road? Let's just remove it for good measure. Oh, there was a pathway extending over there, but I kinda deleted that building while building the road as well. So let's get it back in. Just smoothly curve it between the trees and towards the road. And that'll do. And with parks like these, the city's turning a lot more livable by the minute. Now let's go to the heart of Donorville for a bit. And I think we should add some more commercial to this part of town. Let's get a normal road straight out of here, and we're gonna draw it up till here. Then we're gonna draw some pathways. First we're gonna use our grid snapping from this grid to get all the way to the other end, or at least a long way. I think this should be fine. We will of course need some more flower beds to help hide this ugliness over here. And we'll need the white ones. It will help make this parking lot a bit more beautiful in the process as well, so it's a good thing. Endless rows of flowers. And enough space to park in between. Seems nice, seems about right. Now let's get one pathway down here and one like this. And then start zoning creatively to get a nice neighborhood out of this. It should spawn in quite soon, I think. This should be a big store, yeah, next to the metro station. Something big is more appropriate, I think. And this will help bring the area to life a lot more. Maybe let's, while this spawns in, draw out a pathway through here. I seem to have forgotten. Not that bad, it's okay. Now let's see what it's turning into. A lot of parking. A bit too much for my taste actually, for both the bigger assets. But the small ones are turning out just fine. So let's get another row of those behind. And this seems to be turning into something better now as well. We had a lot of commercial demand anyway, so things are spawning in quite quickly. It's exactly the same asset. Is there no hope for you? I just wanted something different, and this is gonna be something with a big parking lot again. This is rather unfortunate. Maybe let's go see if we can also add some more offices to this area. We have water supply, I think. Yeah. So some offices to border from this total rancidness and hide a bit of it. Maybe we'll be able to make it look at least somewhat good if we use some 2x3s. Nah, it won't look good, but it will be something. Let's turn the rest of it into tarmac as well. That'll at least be a nice border to the area, and not just some desolate grassland. We need the jobs. We need to fill the area anyway. Why not? The pollution will not allow anything beautiful to grow there anyway. So, yeah. Oh, this is turning out way better. This is something big that I seem to find a lot more appropriate with the other buildings around. And this one, yeah, this one I can live with. Maybe let's also get some other things spawning in here. 4x3? A commercial 4x3 that is. And maybe some extra road for just for zoning tiles. Like this. It'll leave enough green space anyway. And it will help us fill up the area as well. Now let's go back to our campus and let's go do some more things to this dormitory block over here. The dormitory block that's actually not a dormitory block. Let's first check our topography, which seems to be in good enough shape. And then let's extend our campus area, because we're gonna need that for the next part of this trick. And we're gonna draw it out in front of these houses over here. Let's get it a bit deeper. And then go to our trade school assets. Because I think I want another fountain. And I think I want it right over here. We'll sort out the terrain later. If it's... oh wait, it's not that bad, we can sort it out now. With a bigger brush size. And another year report. We actually leveled up. So next episode we will be adding the trade school academic statue, the IT club, the trade school library, the School of Tourism and Travel will have to wait. The trade school commencement office won't. But let's first deal with this awkward slope over here. And make it nice and gentle, or at least as gentle as possible. And then draw out a bit of a road over here, angle and road length on. And let's make sure we have 6 tiles of zoning in between. And 4 tiles in between this way. So we can add another block of these houses. I don't want to overdo it, because we don't have that much zoning demand. We'll get to the milestone next episode, I think. Maybe. Probably. Or do we have two types of corners? Nah, we just have this one. Yeah, then we're just going for the normal ones. And we'll do something with the corner buildings later on, because we're gonna use them. I just decided so. So it's gonna happen. And we will need to supply water. Otherwise people will definitely whine. And I guess I'll have to turn off snapping for a little bit to get it under the road properly. And this looks quite fine to me. Everybody's working. How much water supply do we have? Yeah, we'll have to work on some sewage and water supply as well next episode. But now it seems like the sun is setting again on the town of Blenholme. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching anyway. So enjoy the sunset and see you soon for the next episode of Blenholme.